Brett,
So today with us on Stool Talk, we have with us one of the up and coming hot artists out of Atlanta, 404 Chew. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good, man. You've been turning up. Your music is on the airways. Your views is going up, man. How did all this start for you, man?
Man, so basically, like, to kind of give a gist of how I started making music for Christ, I grew up in the ministry, like, since I was 13 when I first moved over to the Bankhead,
Okay.
with 11, but I started really getting into ministry until I was 13 when I was older. And so they'll go around, they had a studio inside the ministry that we ended up building, and they told us the gist of how to record and stuff like that. Gave us trades and stuff from the school. So big shouts out to Restore Life for that. They the
Yeah.
one who kind of put me out there and made me start doing Christian music because in the studio we was not able to like rap about anything else but God. So
Yeah.
that's how. Uh, so yeah, I ain't want to do music for real. Be honest with you, I was like more of a on the football route. I played football since I was 7 to 16, and I was doing good. Like I was ranked like top five nose guards in the state, like one of the years in the teenagers, like for the Rick Ball League or whatnot. I thought I was doing my little thing out there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I had heard that. I had heard it in the verse where we had spoke, and just listening, seeing all the different things. I heard you was nice at football. I mean, to turn down the NFL dream for what God got for you for the music, man. Talk about that a little bit.
Man, I only think it was like I think it was forced, bro. I ain't want to stop. Like, be honest with you, bro. God had like, and I knew it was God because I kept tearing my knee ligaments in one year. I just kept doing it, boom,
Uh,
boom, boom, and I couldn't get right. I tore it
yeah,
like 6 times in one year, bro. And I was like, man, I gotta hang this up, bro. I don't think it's for me no more. My body ain't gonna be able to do it.
yeah,
So once I hung the jersey up and everything, it spared me to like a big depression period where I actually kind of turned away from God. I was like, bro, like you gonna take the only thing that I love away from me, but I
yeah,
ain't know that reward for me, bro. Like, so man, I'm just doing my own thing. To be honest with you, I always love music. The reason I got the nickname Chew because like I was rapping about food before I started rapping about God and then now for real, it's crazy. When I was next up, when I would
yeah.
remix that was on the radio, like the Fetty Walk My Way song, I put in my own brain, like "Baby, won't you bring my play?"
So how hard was it when you decided, okay, I'm gonna do this Christian music, I'm gonna do it right. How hard was it for you to stay consistent, being that you from Bankhead, you from Atlanta, all the different temptations, the different artists, the music labels, the deals, all that, enticing thing, but you say, no, I'm gonna do this Christian music and I'm gonna put my all into it and I'm gonna do my thing here. How hard was it for you to navigate and stay on that side versus switching and going back the other way?
It was always God, bro. Like out of my songs, I want everybody to get that it was none of me. It was always Him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like if it wasn't for Him, it's just reminded of times like I remind myself, and I got tattoos on my body that reminds me, bro, like where I come from. Like the reason how God brought me out and how I'm supposed to do everything for Him. How I keep it grounded though is like more about keeping right people around me that's gonna hold me accountable for everything. Like I
Yeah.
got a big family that that I love back in home. It's always on me.
Okay, you say long live Joey. What does that mean to you? And is he a motivation and inspiration besides how hard you go?
Yeah, Joey is my godfather that passed when I was 16. He was like a person like he was a family friend that stayed for us over 20 something years, and he was like a father to me because I ain't had one. And man, like that man taught me everything, like how to cut grass, put me in the football situation, paid for
Yeah.
stuff, even taught me how to be a man, to go to church and everything. And I lost him when I was 16 to COVID, and
Oh,
bro, that kind of crushed me. And so, but what I realized with due to Joy's death is like the whole and make sure that the people around me like to cherish sometimes, you know.
yeah.
He always a motivation to keep going. Like he always told me that too, you gonna be the man, like Jaja, you gonna be the man. Josh is my family nickname, but like you're gonna be out there one day. So
And
yeah.
one thing I really think is unique and different with you, versus all the other rappers, like your style, your uniqueness, and you got so much energy that separates you and say, man, he got it. He got passion. You can see the God and you can see the turness in it. Because a lot of people they think, Roddy, I can't do this for God. But you're showing them, yes, you can, because if God is first and God is the center, then you can do this the right way. And you showing them, bro, your last show you did, shout out Big Risk, shout out Sai, shout out Poetic Preacher, JS3, all the people, the Lecrae's, the 1K Fuse. Like you even got a song with 1K Fuse. That's big, man. Like a lot of people ain't got that, and you got that you by being obedient to what God is doing. How does that feel, and how did that come about?
Bro, like that is so amazing, bro. Like, you sometimes be so overwhelmed by God's power and his goodness, bro, that you just can't
Yeah,
understand. Bro, like that's like, especially Few is like one of the first Christian artists that I ever heard of. And like we even just be plugged in with bro, it's like amazing, man. So man, but how the whole Few thing kind of started and originated, like I knew Few from back when I wasn't releasing anything. Like I didn't start taking music seriously till last year, but I was always doing shows and everything with my family. My family Gap Stars, Then we go around touring in different places and everything. So I always had a little music, but wasn't taking it seriously.
yeah,
So he knew me from there, and then one day he just see me like going crazy on. I ended up doing this snippet called Old True Flow that got like 10K views. And man, he had hit me up. He said, "Bro, let's work." I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. And that song, you got a line that say you walk by faith and not a sight. So even from the start of this interview, I seeing how your faith is working. Even faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of them not being seen. You ain't know how it was gonna turn out, but you listen to God and you have faith. What would you be able to say to young people, young men, about faith and how to continue and allow faith to be the vehicle to get them to where they need to go?
man, like, hold on, man. Somebody just text me on put my phone on D&D. So how to tell me one more again, bro.
I said, despite your verse, you said walking by faith, not by sight. So you've been talking about how you've been allowing faith to be your vehicle, and faith has been leading you this. What advice could you give to a young kid about faith and to trust his faith?
Man, that believe, bro. Like it's like, man, you trust. Like I'm trusting this chair to sit on right now, right? I'm
Yeah,
trusting the air to breathe, bro. So why would I trust not the God of creation, the earth, the person who made everything, with my plans in my life, bro? Just think about
yeah,
it that way, bro. We trust
yeah,
everything. So you put your trust in people. You put your trust. Why would you put your faith and trust in God, bro? Like to not do that and understand that, bro. God got you, man. Like for real, for real. Like anything that He put you through is all for the better. Once you start looking at life for that, the people that He take away from you, the trials, the storms that you go through, just understand and know that it's all for the greater good of those who love Him. So, bruh, what? Like, what you want for God, bro? God go, He
yeah.
got you for sure.
What do you like, performing the music or making the music? Which one you like best?
Making the music, performing is great, bro. To interact with people, but making music, I especially like, man, if it's something that I really like, I listen to a lot of different music. Like I turn the styles and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
when I branch off and doing the turn music and tap into that side, man, I just be feeling so good with it, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So what would you be able to say to a young male, especially a lot of the youth who's struggling with their identity? They don't know if they want to walk the streets, be in the streets, or if they want to, be all the way in with God because of what everybody's saying they worrying about it. What advice would you be able to give them?
Just look at my life, bro. Like I understand that I come from a certain background too. I tried to do everything. I tried to fit in, and it never worked. But I understand that, bro, being God, it don't mean like wearing a suit and tie. It don't mean like, you know, the old churchy way that we would do things, bro. Being godly just means simply being yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be yourself and serve God for sure. That.
How,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on the landscape of Christian hip hop, CHX? About people that can't make it in the worldly music, so now they coming over to CHX and they not really God driven, and they're just doing it to try to sell, and even for the popularity. What's your thoughts on that?
It's more of a like, do as I say, don't do as I do type thing. Be honest with you, long as the word of God is going out, the spreading of it, and of course, people can get lost inside the identity of that person and probably look at them as idols or whatnot. But my opinion is, bro, like you're gonna be accounted for your sins regardless. I think the Apostle Paul said something about that inside the Bible about false prophets or whatnot, that they are still able to preach the word or something like that. But if they don't
Yeah,
got to Jesus, then you let depart from me.
yeah,
So
for sure. How do you see social media playing a part with different people acting, or they're portraying different images that ain't real, but there's something they're seeing on social media? And how can we help to steer young kids away from that and give them more positive, like yourself, like the different artists you're around? What can we do about that?
but social media is like a hard topic to like even cover, bro, because there's so much stuff that go around with social media,
Yeah,
especially embarrassing parts of it. I feel like the ways that you'll get able to people love, to be able to embrace the position that they in or not follow the crowd, is to be
yeah,
able to love their position they in and be able to be comfortable in the identity of that. Instead of talking about, what you got or how you dressing or, giving
yeah,
the real the viewer things, I don't know. Be able to shift that content into like being who God made us to be.
yeah, for sure. Last couple questions. What would you say to a young up and coming artist who might not know where to get started, might not know who to collab with, who to get in touch with, or how to put his music out, or how to even get started? What would you say to that?
Surround yourself around good people.
Yeah,
Surround yourself by people that's gonna influence you to do the right thing. And if you ready to, release music, bro, like just step out there. Don't care about what other people say. Don't care about what other people think. Think of it. No, everybody comes from a certain, a start, bro. So if you're shy from it, especially with like the business side, I wish I would have knew the business side of music, bro. So make sure that you know your BMI, your ass count, your DistroKid, your Spotify for artists stuff like that set up.
yeah,
Making sure that you really get paid from it, um, and things like that, bro. Like you just go for it, but like it's like if you really like something and you really enjoy doing this, but like why would you hold it? So
yeah. Yeah, so tell the folks how they can reach you, get in touch with you, your music, and what you got going on. How can they follow you, man?
y'all can follow me on all platforms at 404.2. My social medias on all platforms on the 442. That's 404 CHEW. So for
Yeah,
sure, tap in with me. Tap in with God for sure.
yeah. I thank you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. Keep going hard, man. I was at work the other day. We was working at this picnic thing. I'm playing your music. That's when I was messaging you. We was out there just sitting down playing. They like, man, that's hard. The girl had just told, bro, this is how God works. The girl had just told me, man, I'm tired of listening to all these other artists, all this other stuff. It's the same stuff, bro. I was playing you and Big Rissa. Sent both of the songs to her, bro. She been on that since. She like, send me some more. So I'm a stay promoting, allowing people to hear you, sharing your different stuff because they can hear the God in your music. Keep doing what you're doing, young, turn and save, man, and allow God to continue to do it, man. We appreciate you.
But so that appreciate you, bro.
Yep,
Appreciate
yep.
you, interview, bro. May God
Oh,
bless you.
yep, for sure.